So I've loaded my tube again. Again, I just get my follower and I just give that a little nudge like that to push that primer all the way to the top, otherwise it will get stuck. Well, it doesn't get stuck, it just doesn't come out. I'll load the primer thingy-bob up. So I'm going to turn it on to low, and you just watch, and you can watch how it turns and sorts the brass out, and you can see how this keeps the brass from going sideways. So here we go. It's going to be a bit noisy. And that's it. I'm going to press a few more. There you have it. So my primer buzzer's gone off. I'm going to run this through because this is all I'm going to load. So I'll just keep going, and it'll be about 12. You can actually feel the pressure on the lever as you're pulling it. It goes soft. So it's still quite firm, it's still pressing primers in. There, it's gone soft right there. So this one doesn't have a primer in. So prodigy on that one. Pull this out and put it in my little lid. The lid I was talking about before, that I keep deprimed shells, because sometimes it does have trouble pressing out the primers, or for one reason or the other, so I'll throw that in there, keep them to the side. Right, so that's what we've got to do. So there's no primer there. You might be able to see the little primer duvlaki popping up with no primer on. So I run it through now. Got to keep indexing it all the way, otherwise it'll jam up the top. Prodigy on top, shell out. So I pull that up slightly, otherwise that gets caught in there and you can't pull it out. Into the pot. Up again, one more. Index it fully, out, and push it up. And that's it. Done. 200 loaded. I don't know how many you can load in a hour. I've loaded 500 comfortably in an hour. Okay, the finished product. Well, here we have it. This tray just slides onto a little catch that's on the machine. I've put a screw in my bench to make the end just hit, so I just slide it in. And there we have it. That's 200 rounds of 9mm ready to go, all primed. So I put them in the plastic box, these little plastic trays. It's Frank Ford, if you can read that. It's a Frank Ford box, and it's 1001. So this takes the 9mm quite easy. So I'll go ahead and load them up, and I'll show you what they look like finished in the box. Okay, so that's all the produce in the case there. All done, all primed, nice, no problem. So finished bullet. Someone's going to criticise me on using the word proggy and bullet and that. Who gives a shit? It's a bit of brass with some lead in it. There you go. I cut the cover off the primer packet, and just write the information on the back what it is. So I've loaded it with AP70, 4.2 grains. It typically throws between 4 and 4.2. I'm very happy with that. It's good enough. It's a 135 grain projectile, and it's a diameter 356. So I keep that in there, so I know what I've loaded it with. Sometimes I'll use different primers or different powder. I've got a big tub of this powder, the AP70, so I'm using that, and that's pretty much it. Done. So that's the Dillon 650 again. This is the projectiles that I used. I just leave them in the box that I buy them in. I sit them on a little bit of, this is just a bit of conjube I've cut, a bit of wood or something, just so it slopes towards the machine, so I can just grab them at this end here. What I was finding is that they're just bunching up all over the place, so I actually want them bunching up down the end there. It's easy to pick up and feed straight into the machine. And that's all I'm doing basically, is just with the left hand putting produce onto the brass, and the right hand just pulls the lever, and that's it. Two actions really. Produce on, pull the lever, produce on, pull the lever. It's a great machine, works really well. It's got an optional case feeder that I bought separate to the machine. It doesn't actually come with the machine. Well worth the money. I operated the damn thing for about a week and a half, rang the dude up, get me a case feeder, mate. Very good, very good, very nice machine.